Hi guys, I'm SHMEE. Hello and welcome back to the channel where you join me in the garage with the Skittles ahead of a very busy day. We're going to be going over to Topaz Detailing to pick up my new AMG G63 that has now completed the colour change transformation with Topaz skin. If you remember when it was brand new, I took it straight in to convert the original Obsidian Black into my dual tone SHMEE blue design to match with the Senna. So we're going to see how that looks. I cannot wait for it. And then later on we'll have the Senna and the G together, which is going to be quite a sight. We've also got some logistics ahead of us, taking 4 cars today down to the Goodwood Festival of Speed. Let me tell you a little bit more about that before we get on the move to go over and see the G. The logistics ahead of me then, to take the cars down. Of course, we're going to be taking both the Senna and the G63. I can't wait to see them in the sunshine outside later on today. They're also going to be joined by the little Suzuki Jimny. And finally, I've decided as well to drive down with the Ford GT ahead of it departing over to the USA. So that car is going to be going to quite a few events this year. So to make all of this happen, well, it's a little bit complicated. What we're going to be doing is loading the Senna up with turbo transport. Now, some of you might be asking, why am I not trailering it down myself? Especially now that I've got the G, it's got a towing hook, I've also passed my towing license, so in theory I could do it myself, but the complications to plan all of this was just a complete nightmare. Observant viewers might be able to work out that I couldn't exactly get a trailer here into the car storage, so I can't buy one myself. I'd have to rent or borrow one as and when I needed it, and today is going to be a long enough day without having to go and pick up a trailer myself. So Turbo Transport's going to take down the Senna. We're going to head obviously via Topaz so that we can see the 2 cars together. I'm going to be driving in the Ford GT. We're also going to have Schmark and Benzine Ben joining as well to take the G and the Jimny. There's clearly a lot going on, but first things first, we need to get the Senna loaded up into the trailer outside, then set on over to Topaz to go and see what the G63 looks like. So Schmark is off with the little Jimny, which means I need to go and take this outside to get it loaded and then come back in to pick up the GT. Just popped open the door, which I think is just going to be able to open there. Yep, no problems. I cannot wait to get over to the G63. I'm very much looking forward to seeing this. So button up on the roof. Let's bring this into life. On the Senna now, 1,300 or so, and it's time to head on out. Well, it's already looking a little bit less busy in here, but the GT is coming out next. Those guys are all going to be staying, the Red RS, the LT, and the GT8. Heritage RS will be back soon as well. Let's just come through, get in here for the moment, where we will take this as well, go find the Jimny that's outside, and then this journey is going to get started. And I really do like my new shift paddles behind the steering wheel from ADP, and the stitching as well, it's so nice. Right, so ignition on, and let's bring the GT into life as well. All loaded up then, happened very quickly, ready to be safely transported with Turbo Transport. I need to get over back to the GT though, to take that to Topaz Detailing. And we're at Topaz, rejoined by Nabil. How's it going?
Good, thanks. Your car's done, it's looking fantastic, but before I show it to you, can I show you a really cool software that we just literally got in?
Do it, let's do it.
So, a company called AA Visuals, they set this up for us. It's basically brand new, we're the first to have it. It's basically a atelier for Topaz skin. You can choose whatever you want, and you can actually visually see what it looks like.
And I know that you guys want to stay watching, because there's going to be a really cool feature of this as well coming up in a moment.
Exactly. So you've got a list of cars that we can have a look at. We'll go to your one, which is the Mercedes AMG G63.
It'll load up, and I guess it will start with a default. Yeah, we've got a default silver car, iridium silver or something, the standard colour. That's really cool, so you can move it around.
I can move it around, I can have a look at it, see exactly what. Now let's have a look at the paint. Now,
okay, well,
different options.
We thought about Mystic Blue, but there's only going to be one option here, isn't there? Cerulean Blue. So that makes the whole car Cerulean Blue.
Exactly, yeah.
You can get an idea for what it looks like, guys. Of course, there are a few things about that aren't the same as the car that we've actually done.
No, it isn't, exactly. So we need to start going through it. So, again, rims are going to be black.
Oh yeah, okay. Make the wheels black.
Yeah, calipers are the same colour. Now, the mirrors, let's go through... Actually, before we go to the mirrors, let's go to the AMG part, so the bits that are different.
Yeah,
let's
fenders, fender colours. Okay, so silver at the moment, yeah, blue Scots, yeah. That's the colour we chose.
There we go, it's starting to look a bit more like it now.
That is much more like mine, so a few more bits.
But we've still got the back, the tyre
cover and the mirrors to do as well.
Yeah, exactly, so we're going to do that. Let's change that also to blue Scotia.
I love playing around with things like this. You can do so much stuff.
And then let's go over to the wing mirrors, which are going to be, again, we also said we're going to do them.
So you could do something absolutely crazy and just a whole mix of different colours. That's looking epic.
Yeah, and then, just to finish it off.
Oh yeah, the roof, of course.
The roof.
So to match with the Senna, guys, the roof, as I guess Nero Daytona, perfect, the roof is going to stay in black, just like the Senna's roof canopy. So that is basically my G that we're going to go and see in a few minutes.
Exactly. Now, before we go have a look at your car, there's also a couple of cool things that I want to show you. To look at the car properly, look at this.
Forest. I'm picturing in my head what's coming right now.
You can see it in the forest.
There's something, I don't know if mine will ever do that kind of, yeah, it should, shouldn't it? It should really.
There you go, look at that.
That's really cool, even with the raindrops.
There you go, exactly, yeah, there you go. It's in a natural habitat, that's what it is,
That's where a G belongs.
And then, the last bit I want to show you, which is a little Easter egg, I'd like to call it. It's loading up, give it a couple of seconds.
Loading, you clicked rooftop.
Yeah, rooftop.
Okay, this is the moment.
There you go.
Look at that. So that's what we might be doing. Well, we'll be seeing the two cars together. That's really fun.
Doesn't that look good?
That looks really good. Okay, this is impressive, and I mean, I love playing around with this kind of stuff, but this means your customers can come in and literally kind of visualize.
You can, exactly, and then also the other addition to the software is that I can actually do designs as well. So
really?
All the designs, if I want to do different areas to be with a straight line or circles or whatever it is I want to do, any sort of liveries I want to put on there, I can visually show them that to the customers.
Do you know what the only problem is?
What's that?
You're going to spend hours playing with different designs.
I've already had. I already have on my cars.
Right.
I'm sitting down doing it all day.
Can we go and take a look at the car then?
Let's do it.
The real car.
Yeah,
let's go.
do it.
I can't wait. We have a slight change of plan, so we're running a little bit behind schedule, and no fault of Turbo Transport whatsoever, but he needs to head off actually for another gig. So we're going to be now driving with all 4 cars with 3 people. I've not worked this one out yet, but we'll come up with a plan, and then we'll set off on the way down to Goodwood.
You ready?
Let's do this, let's come through. And I recognise that SVJ. Yep, Mr. Supercar One Leg back from his tour.
There you go, remedial work.
Looks so good, and under the cover, we're going to get the proper reveal.
There she is.
I'm looking forward to seeing this. I tell you what though, this thing's huge.
Can you tell what it is?
I have a pretty good idea. I mean, it's pretty much the only car that has this very, very boxy silhouette. So let's come around to the front.
Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready. I hope you guys watching are ready. Let's do this. Oh wow. Oh wow. How epic is this? Center locks. I don't really know how to respond. This is so good. The blue looks incredible. Well, both blues look incredible. And guys, I didn't yet announce, but this is the number plate. SHMEE SHMEE is going on the G63. The spare wheel cover. Man, I need to free up a hand. I absolutely love it. This is epic. Let me just walk around it a little bit so that everybody can take this in. The body colour is, of course, closely matched to Ford Celestial Blue, but SHMEE Blue, like MSO Cerulean Blue on the Senna. We went with Blue Scotia, the Parco for the bumpers and the fenders. Around the front,
and the wing mirrors.
And the door mirrors, yes, and of course the spare wheel cover.
Yep.
A few things. Yeah, this was a pretty significant touch to me, as you're going to see on the Senna as well when you see these two side by side. But to have the centre locks in the same colour, matching with the body, motorsport inspired of course. I wanted to keep the roof gloss black to represent the gloss black canopy that you have over the top of the Senna, the driver canopy, going more with the windows. I wanted to keep all of these G-Wagon kind of accents, the black lines that you have down the side of the car. I wanted to keep those black to go with the door handles.
I think.
It fits with the car, it's the right style for the car. Then around the back, of course the Senna has a gigantic rear wing. This has the spare wheel, which kind of does the same, well, not the same kind of job in terms of aerodynamics, but in terms of appearance, by having the large colour at the back. This thing, just, yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. Kept the badges chromed, the normal appearance, G63, V8 bi-turbo around the side.
I can't wait to see what this is going to look like outside the inside.
Yeah, I can't either. I absolutely cannot wait. And of course, at this moment, I've only driven the car once, which is the slightly odd thing for me. I've driven the car in terms of picking it up, bringing it back to London. We got 92 miles on the clock inside with the upgraded interior. I need to remind myself what the whole thing's actually like. And I'm not going to be driving it today down to Goodwood. I'm going to be driving one of the others. But this, my word.
It's a transformation, isn't it?
It's so cool.
Full transformation.
It's gone from the render that we originally made, that I had made, to then seeing it upstairs earlier on your visualization with the renders, to now, this car being right here like this. Looking absolutely stunning. Well, we're going to get it outside, then we'll get some pics as well, of course, with this, with the Senna. Look at the front. You've got that G-Wagon look. I don't know why they don't offer this.
Yeah,
not that I want everyone to copy me, but
well, they should do, because I mean, really, I mean, the actual areas are.
The lines fit.
Yeah. It's made. It almost looks like it's made to be a contrasting color.
Really cool. Really, really cool.
Yeah, but look at that. I mean, even it goes around. I mean, this is the thing with this product. It goes all the way through.
Yeah, everything.
The edges. There's no stress lines or marks or whatever it is, because it's essentially sprayed on. It's a paint job.
On top of your peelable topaz skin. Now, I will point out as well, guys watching, that I have actually put quite a lot of pressure under Nabil and Mazin and the team here. They wanted a little bit more time to prepare the car, because there's a bit more that happens after the actual painting in terms of polishing, perfecting and everything.
All the details.
And I kind of said I want the car at Goodwood, so we're taking the car to Goodwood, and then I'm going to give it back so that it can actually be finished off. So there are things that still need to be done, of course, but already I'm looking at it thinking this looks amazing, and I just can't thank you enough, because the work is
85% there. So
now that's more than 85%.
In my mind it is.
Anybody watching on the camera probably can't, like, it looks perfect, it looks finished. Wow, really impressive. Thank you very much. No, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
This is epic, absolutely epic.
Let's get outside.
Definitely. That noise of the doors and the start-up. So I have actually moved the Senna, which is now just outside. So the G-Wagon, let me run so that I get ahead of it so that we can see this happening. The G-Wagon is going to emerge into daylight to join the Senna, parked just out here. It's in front of me. I cannot wait. Oh, look at that. Look at the color of that. Absolutely epic. There is the Senna. Let's see this for the first time. That was what we were going for. That pairing. I'm glad Nabil's smiling as well. That pairing. That's a cool pair. It's ridiculous. The colour is spot on. You guys absolutely nailed it with the colour to choose for.
There you go.
Look at that. The paintwork.
Awesome.
Like, I mean, it's the same. It's literally the same. But the trick of this, to match the colour, which the guys did, is of course that you can't really take a carbon paint because it's not consistent. You have the carbon weave. So we've gone for the best, closest match that we could find.
That's really
It's really good. It's really good. Well, we made up the paint samples and did a comparison. So we've got SH18MEE, SH12MEE, and one day there'll be a trailer behind that has this inside it. I'm like, oh, they've got the sun coming out, the sun's just come out.
There you go.
Look at this. Of course you get a different effect though off it, because with the G-Wagon you've got such large flat panels.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas the Senna is all curved and aerodynamic.
Yeah, it makes a totally different, you know, the light reflection is totally different between the panels, because obviously, as you said, straight versus curved.
But this is so epic. I was thinking about this quite a long time ago. So many of you know that the G-Wagon waitlist is about a year. So we've been thinking about this for ages, and I always had that as an idea in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, now it's happened.
It's in real life, it's there.
It's gone from the visualization we were seeing in your office to now being right in front of us. Well, without the trailer for now. I know. So we've now got those two, plus the Jimny, plus the Ford GT is currently in the compound, and we've got to get them all down to Goodwood. So I'm going to work out a plan. For now, though.
I'm going to stand and look at it. It's amazing.
This is really cool. This is really, really cool. Thank you.
No.
These guys, absolute top job. Absolutely epic. Incredible. We finally have a plan. So the GT has been brought here just for the moment, but we're going to end up leaving that car here, and it's going to be brought down later on by a truck. We're then going to take the Senna, the G63 and the Jimny down now, because the Senna and the Jimny are going to the BOTB stand, the G63 and the GT are going to places that are a little bit more accessible. So we're going to drive with, well, these two matching quite clearly, and then I guess the slightly odd one out, which is going to be quite interesting when we're on the roads. I think maybe these two could kind of bodyguard the Jimny. Anyway, we need to get on the move. We're a little bit later than planned, of course, and we're going to get the cars down to Goodwood to get them onto the right places to make sure all is set. Unfortunately, I I'm at the side of the motorway, and I'm sorry it's quite noisy. Something has happened that I hoped would never happen. That then has not exactly been the day that was planned, but to focus this on just the G63, that is epic. Other things, definitely not so epic, but the way this has been finished by Topaz, I can only say a massive thanks to Nabil, Mazin and the team there, because, well, it looks fantastic. It looks absolutely fantastic. The sun is now setting though. We are just outside of Goodwood. There is a lot more that we need to arrange to do with getting the cars in. It's going to be an early start as well tomorrow. And yes, as you can imagine, I now have a lot of things that I need to work out myself as well. It's pretty painful even just thinking about this anymore. So we're going to head inside and wrap things up for there. As I said, a big thanks to Topaz. Links are down below. Topaz skin really has come out very, very well. The finish quality of it, well, it's paint. It's not a vinyl wrap. There's no orange peel in it. The effect is spot on. But yeah, pretty bummed out. Not been the day that I planned on many levels. Thank you very much for watching though, guys. Appreciate your support. There's a lot more very exciting stuff to come in the coming days, and I will see you then. Cheers.